All right, so episode 2. I want to get into this quick because I want these to be shorter videos. Pony Life episode 2 is called The Best of the Worst, and it stars Rainbow Dash. Let's get to it. Like I said, this episode starts with Rainbow Dash. She just won a thing, and she's being praised by a little cult that admires her. And she gives him her trophy, kind of smashes it on his head because this is Pony Life. And she heads to Pinky's place. I don't really know if they've established where it is, but she heads to where Pinky lives, and all the girls are there, and Pinky is baking and stuff. And we get this ugly character. I forgot his name. It doesn't matter. It's not important. The entire premise of this episode is that this loser is really good at being bad at stuff, and it's just a big language. It's a semantics argument, I guess. Maybe that's the correct terminology. And we just get a lot of stupidity out of it. So this ugly dude challenges Rainbow Dash to a competition. And it's a competition of whoever can be worse at things. And it's like, okay, so this is just stupid. But Rainbow Dash always gets goaded because her brain is small. And she's like, I can't resist a competition. And it's really funny because Applejack, who obviously is pretty smart, is like, why would you even do this? It's really dumb. Like, you're great at things, just be great at things, and who cares what some loser says? So they're doing some competitions, and like one is like they have to decorate or draw a picture, and then like another one is like how strong they are, and like Rainbow Dash is strong, and it's just a bunch of stupidity. This one is like an emotions thing, and I guess Rainbow Dash has to be bad at emotions. But I really like this scene, like this specific frame, because like Fluttershy is adorable. I guess she has the power to like grow and shrink in this for some reason, and I'm not gonna question it because it's Pony Life and who cares. But anyways, what happens is Rainbow Dash is staying focused, and then like this happens, and it's weird because like Rainbow Dash is like, you're a jerk, and this isn't jerkiness. This is literally assault. If you trip someone, especially a child, on purpose, that is a crime. That can be like, especially if there is an injury. And I find it weird that they're like, oh, this is just being a jerk. No, that's literally assaulting someone else. And probably we should do something about this if it was like actually like, it's Pony Life though, so who cares? Fluttershy gets mad because the cult gets tripped and she grows huge. And I am just like, okay, so it is a power. She has the ability to shrink and grow. Sure, why not? But anyways, this whole competition is supposed to be about being a loser, the best loser. And Rainbow Dash uses her brain a bit, and she's like, you're really good at being a jerk. You're a winner at being a jerk. So it's just, again, this stupid mental dumb thing where it's like being the best means you can't be the worst, which means you can't be the best at being the worst. But if you're the best at being the worst, you're also the best because you're the best at being the worst, so you're the best. And it's just stupidity. It's just circular logic stupidity. And I think that's the entire point of this episode, which is really smart for a reason that I'll say in a little while. They're apparently tied, according to the stupid dude. So they're going to have one final competition, and it's going to be a race. And, like, it's a race to the loss. So, like, it's just, again, stupidity. And Rainbow Dash and him are going backwards, and it's like, I guess they're trying to progress. It's just stupidity. And the little Colt starts cheering for Rainbow Dash, and it sparks something inside of her, and she's like, I can't lose. Like, that's just not who I am. She freaking wins all easy, but she loses because it's a competition to see who loses. So, Rainbow Dash is like, I won, and the guy's like, no, you lost. And she's like, yeah, I don't really care what the parameters for winning and losing that you said are. We there is winning and there is losing, and a competition where who is the loser is just stupid. You're just being stupid. And it's really summed up well in this next scene. So the stupid guy says, don't you want to beat me at my own game? And Rainbow Dash is like, I don't really care. And he's like, you're not playing by my rules, and he's all getting pissy and angry. And that's the entire point. The entire point of this, I think, episode calls to mind the quote by Mark Twain, which is, never argue with an idiot. They'll drag you down to their level and beat you through experience. Yeah, so this guy is obviously an idiot. Oh, I'm the best at being the worst. I'm glad for you, buddy. That's awesome. Nobody cares. Like that's how you should handle situations like that. It took Rainbow Dash a little while to get there, but they needed an episode, and it's a good message. That is a really, really good message that Friendship is Magic never dealt with. Who cares what stupid people think if they're stupid? Just ignore them. They're going to try to change the parameters of how something works so that they can be better than you at it, and then they'll challenge you because they know they're better than you at the rules that they set. And it's just dumb. And this episode, like, illustrates that perfectly. So yeah, a pretty silly episode, but made pretty good by the moral, by the message. Don't play stupid people's games. They are really good at them. They will challenge you by setting the rules, and then you will lose because the rules are stupid, and that is not something anyone should do. Like I said before, these Pony Lives will never be even close to as good as Friendship is Magic, but I think they have a place as just being short little sillies, mostly because the morals and the messages make them relevant. I don't know if that's going to stay true. This is up to where I've watched of Pony Life. I will be going blind after this with the next ones. I have no idea what's going to happen with those. I'm going in completely, I don't know. We'll see what happens on those. But this was the one that convinced me, okay, so these are pretty decent. I can make videos out of these. Hopefully you'll join me for the next.